Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Flex Alexander.
And it's Imani.
And welcome to the Daddy Daughter Dance Podcast, the podcast where we talk about everything daddy and daughter. Here with my amazing daughter, Imani. I'm so proud of you. I am. See, she starts blushing.
Thank you.
She's like, stop. Yeah, I still can't get a hug. But anyway, listen, growing up, you've always loved your music. You've always loved your different movies. Princess and the Frog, Ariana Grande. What was the other one where I really loved that movie? Where it was live action and she was the princess.
Enchanted?
And is it Enchanted? Was
yeah.
that it?
When she started as a cartoon and then she became.
No, it was when we saw the lady. We saw a lady that looked like the one that was singing and they was running through Central Park and
yeah, Enchanted.
That's Enchanted. Okay.
Yeah, with Amy Adams.
Yeah, Amy Adams. Yeah, Amy Adams is so
Yes,
amazing. Yes. And I just watching, all of those different artists and just watching her standing in front of the TV and we do Annie top to bottom. She would do Wizard of Oz top to bottom, costume and all. Even take a little stuffed dog and put it in the basket like Toto. And I watched that and I'm like, man, that's so innocent. It's so pure. It's coming from a pure place. And now we come to music. And my question and my thought is are we at a place now where music is over sexualized? And what is your view on it? Because now, there are different artists that are out. There are different artists from different genres. There's straight, gay. There's all type of artists with great music. So, but it's just a lot of it has become over sexualized. A lot of humping and all that in the concerts. And I know I sound old, but do you see it that way, or do you see it as just, hey, this is just our generation of music?
Well, I guess it depends. I know there are certain things I would say are a little too much.
Mm-hmm.
Just for me personally,
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like, and I'm someone who is more on the R&B side and stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that. So like people I stream and stuff are
Mm-hmm.
not, they don't really. I mean, I don't see that as much.
Mm-hmm.
Because I just choose not to listen or watch things that I just probably personally just won't really like.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that it's sad that in this time people, that's it. I mean, it sells, which is really kind of,
It's crazy.
it's sad that and drama, people fighting sells because it's so entertaining at the same time.
Yeah.
So I think that sometimes it really is a little bit too much.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's why most people I listen to and really appreciate, or it's a mixture of the mainstream and then people that are more underground that are making their way, that once they do, I'm like, period, I've been a stan since day one.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not really on the other side of things, but I feel like I just choose not to play it or unless it comes on at a party or something and it's okay, I could dance to it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think it is sad that people feel like they have to do that nowadays because, instead of just being able to just be talented, it's sad that that's not enough, just pure talent.
Has it ever affected you? Has it ever, you listen to a certain song and you feel a certain way? Because I know I just saw this clip, and they were calling it the Sexy Red effect. Who I actually share a birthday with. A little girl was at this elementary school and she went up to speak and she was like, "I want to get pregnant."
Oh yeah,
And I'm like, whoa! Do you think that's a direct effect? Not so much of Sexy Red, but of the music.
I think it's the fact that the kids have access to hear that. Because me personally, I would not play Sexy Red around my own kid, you know, but that's just like my own thing because I just don't feel like kids should hear stuff like that. So that's why I feel like, you know, kids pick up on things that they, you know, hear. And also, not just parents, we are in a generation of the real iPad kids. So the fact that, like, I didn't get my first phone until I was in like 7th grade. So it's like, now a lot of these kids have iPads, you know, now. And even when I had an iPad, it still was like, we still were like past the stage of like baby. Like I was in like 5th, 6th grade, like playing like games on my iPad or watching like iCarly or something like that. But now, like, these kids have TikTok and they have phones, so that's also another
And
reason.
what was it the iPad kid generation called again? We looked it up.
Alpha.
The alpha
Generation Alpha is
the
crazy.
alphas. And going back to what you said, again, it's, you know, listen, Sexy Red, she has her audience, and we're not saying that she's the direct cause of anything. We're just talking about in general the music that's out there. These kids see it, hear it, and does that have an effect? Because I know for me, coming up, music, because music is an energy. Music taps into, you know, certain just your soul. You know what I mean? It taps into chakras. It taps into your vibration, and there's, you know, music is on certain frequencies. So you can have music that is like lower frequency, higher, mid, you know, music that makes you happy. I know I can listen to songs and, you know, I'm like happy. There's some songs that, you know, make me think of romance, or there's some songs that make me think of my grandmother, or, you know, it's just like music, just, it does that. But a lot of the over sexualized stuff, I just watch it. I'm just like, wow. And I'm seeing these young kids twerking and in shorts, and I sound so old. But I, you know, I just think about it because, and I know when I was coming up, my grandmother thought rap music was trash. Oh, my grandmother was not happy. But my mom, she bought my first hip hop record, was Super Rhymes by Jimmy Spicer. That was my first hip hop record. And I was in love. I was done. I was like, I love this thing. What is this? So for me in that generation, it affected me differently because it did make me want to try to rap, you know. And then I was a break dancer and a pop locker, so it affected me in that way. That's why I was asking, has music affected you? Not so much that you want to get out and twerk, but
You know?
even though I've seen you at a couple of parties, but has it affected you in you know, thinking back from your Ariana Grande days, all that stuff? What did it make you emotional? Like, what did music do something to you?
I mean, I think so. I think, you know, for Ariana Grande, because I'm still an Ariana Grande fan. I always will be. But as a kid, I was like so heavily like obsessed. But I think it was partly because I was just like, someone I see is like creating this like into my ears like magic, like it, like just how she, like, her, it's like hard to explain. I think if you love music, this will make sense. But like, it sounds like like a siren or like magical because of the way the harmonies are, or the way she stacks, or the way she does certain things. Like,
Ooh, stacks.
yeah, like I feel like I'm like at like a zen place. Like, and then you have people who make songs like that, and then you have people who make songs that make you feel like you want to go party, you know. So I think it definitely can affect you at points, you know, or when you're sad, you'll play certain songs. I know my like days like back then, my main people was of course her, and then
Fifth Harmony.
Harmony, of course, Disney, all that when I was like a kid. But those are all people who I still love now, and still is like, you know, that was part of my childhood and me also being like, I want to sing too. Like, you know, like I've always known I want to,
Mm-hmm.
but seeing people do it and be at the time like young or like still young, but like young as in like they're 15 on like TV shows, like
Mm-hmm.
formed into a whole group. Like that made me be like, wow, like I okay, like I definitely want to go that route. And I think now like music obviously doesn't make me feel like I have to go outside and like, you know, like or like me, like my artist image would be like me like twerking outside or whatever. Like it wouldn't be that. But I think that seeing a lot of like female artists have made me more comfortable of knowing that it's okay to embrace like your skin or your hair, or if you wear like a certain like crop top with jeans, like you're showing your body, but it's not in a way that's like crazy, but you still should be able to embrace your
Mm-hmm.
self. So I think seeing people like that has made me feel more like comfortable. Like, okay, I mean, I could also do that, but still be the same, you know, just like embracing a side of me that I feel like sometimes for women could be like hard to I guess unleash, because some people take it as, why are you even showing all that, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why are you blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't think there's anything wrong with people embracing something that they naturally have. Like, there's, of course, ways to
You
do
can still
it.
be sexy, but
Yeah.
not sexual.
Yeah. You don't have to do all the crazy stuff, but you could wear a nice crop top and some like low jeans and have your makeup nice, or wear like who was it, like Tyla? Her outfits are always so cute. Like when she looks like doll, like she's not giving like, oh, she's just looking all trashy. No, like she looks cute in all her
like,
clothes.
she could be friends with y'all. Like that's your
She
whole
could.
little vibe.
She could hang with
That's
us.
your whole little vibe
I
right
mean,
there.
we're like the same age. She
Little
can hang with
jeans
us.
and stuff. I'm like, yeah, like my daughter.
Yeah, but like it's cute, and I think people like her, just anyone, just makes me feel like I can actually do that and be confident and not have to think about like,
Cause
other people.
Cause you are beautiful in every single way. Words can't bring me down. Oh no. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Who's that? That's Christina Aguilera? Yeah. I love that song. I'm glad she did that song, because that song
that.
is so poignant in what we're talking about today.
She really
You
made that.
are beautiful, no matter what they say. You know, people will tease you, and if you're not doing what everyone is doing, and if you're not showing your butt crack and all that, like you can be you. Like look at your mom. Come on, your mom has been classy for years.
Period.
Classy, ain't showing nothing. Sit there and flat foot out, sing, you know, but has had tough times because she's, you know, over a lengthy career, because like, I'm not gonna do what everyone else is doing, and that's the disparaging thing. It's like you do the right thing, and you know, and it's tougher. Seems like it's tougher for you, and it seems like if you go with the flow of the other stuff, it's like everything is given to you. And you know, I'm not gonna get into the conversation of, you know, all that other stuff, but it just seems like it's just, I don't know, it's so different. It's so different, especially from when I was growing up. It wasn't, you had groups in the 70s, and you know, I listened to, of course, the music I played that y'all don't like when I get in my car, the Spinners and Teddy Pendergrass and Commodores and all that stuff. Like that stuff, they was just getting up there and just singing, giving you a show. You know, and if somebody took off a shirt, it was a big deal. You know, women, you know, that was a big deal. But now it's so commonplace with the phone, with the internet, to see so much. It's like you get desensitized, and each person coming out is trying to outdo how raunchy the last person was. What can I do to be more raunchy than the other person? Or what can I over sexualize to be more controversial? You know, and don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with being sexy. There's nothing wrong with that. Sexy in a real classy way. But I think about just the kids because they pick up and they're so impressionable. And when I saw that thing and that girl said, "I want to get pregnant," I was like, "What?" Now, she may not have heard that from a song. She could have heard that from a conversation in the house with her mama and her mama friends. You know what I'm saying? They was probably talking on the phone like, "Child," she said, "I want to get pregnant," and that's what she heard. Who knows? But the fact that is where, the fact that our kids hear that, they're duplicating it and saying it, that's just scary. That's just scary, man.
Definitely a different, time, for sure. But I mean, I feel like,
What about your artistry? What about your artistry? Like, as an artist, like you're presenting your authentic self. Like, speak about that. Like, what do you think about when you're like, this is what I want to show the world?
well, honestly, I think I just want, like, people.
No. This is where I have to jump in. You don't think.
Oh,
You know.
yeah, I know. I want people
Yes.
to hear my music and feel like they can relate or feel like this want to make them, dance or sing or just make them feel good. Because I feel like music is a place where it's like therapy. So it's like, someone might need to hear that, and then, or like being that person for someone like other people was for me. Like, oh my gosh, I have so many like people, but
break down
you
your
already
song. So, simply, your song "Crazy for You." If you haven't downloaded that yet, talk a little bit about what that song is.
So basically, me and China literally started writing that song, just on like a random day while we were playing the like track or whatever, and it just gave very much like pretty soft, like dreamy type. I always say I feel like it could be interpreted in any way you want. It could be interpreted like you really feel this way about this person and they're making you feel butterflies, whatever, or you could be literally daydreaming about all this and you wake up and that was all a dream, but you are thinking like because you're on a cloud. So that's what I mean,
the metaphors, yo.
yeah, you can interpret it as two ways. So things that can make you think, or I love songs that you could take it however way you want. So I definitely think that. I think I just want to like, okay, like I don't, okay, I'm gonna say this like, so just like hear me out. So I just know that soon I'm going to find my target audience of people who are more my age, because I feel like, of course, I have people who watch me and like follow me, but a lot of them come from you guys, which is like obviously fine, but I still need to find my target group of Gen Z.
Basically, we're old.
No, but it's like not saying that.
But but do you understand how great of a mix that is?
No, that's what I'm saying. I want that mix, but I haven't found
your target,
my target audience.
Right, gotcha.
I just haven't everyone.
Fair enough.
And then it's fine, but like I want to be like Ariana Grande, for example. She has kids, adults, young people, or like because she's found her audience and she's found the fan base that continues to show up for her. So that's what it's. I feel like how like you kind of find your lane as an artist, is of course you try to reach all people, but finding more of people that are my age range and stuff like that, because that's kind of who that's me, like that's kind of like who I'm more directing to, or like who would be able to kind of feel it more, like is my peers.
I don't know, I feel like your music really speaks to, I don't know. I just, your music, and I'm not saying it just because you're my daughter, but I just think your music it's widespread. Like you could be somebody could be 12 and having a light crush and thinking about crazy for you, and then someone could be 45 thinking like, yo, I'm crazy for this person. And I think that's a great place to be. Although, yes, you want to find your target demo. I think if you continue, I know, I won't say think, I know if you continue to write the way you're writing, and it's you're not just saying, okay, let me just, target this. You just continue to write and be creative the way you are, they're gonna come. That's just what I think.
Yeah.
That's what I know. That's what I know. So
No,
again,
yeah.
if you haven't downloaded Crazy For You got to download.
Period.
So on all music platforms.
Yeah. Yes.
Am I doing a plug? Shameless plug.
Yeah. I mean.
Well, I just want to say, thank you for not twerking. I appreciate that as a father. As a father, I so appreciate that because this stuff lasts forever. Once it's recorded, that's it.
Yeah.
It is forever. And we see a lot of that stuff doesn't age well out in these streets.
Yeah, definitely not. Yeah. No, honestly.
We got more music coming from you?
Yes, I want to drop a song that I shared my snippet of. I want to do it this summer. It just has to, be mixed and everything.
Right. Okay.
But I need to drop it this summer because it's a summer song.
So you will be dropping.
I will.
Yes.
When it's completely done.
You heard
and
it.
I could share it to you guys.
You heard it right here first on the Daddy Daughter Dance Podcast, which we are out of time. And we thank you so much for hanging out with us again. Again, I am Flex Alexander.
And I'm Imani. Oh, sorry. I thought you was going to hit like the Instagram thing.
Yeah. And our social media, my social media is Flex A4 Real, Instagram, TikTok, and Snapchat. Facebook, Flex Alexander.
And Imani Aaliyah, 3 H's on everything.
That's right. So keep it locked. And don't forget down here, subscribe, share, and like. Come on, we can keep building. We want to keep building, guys. We want to keep building. We'll be moving studios soon. So we want to keep building. And again, your comments are always welcome. Your questions are welcome. Your thoughts are welcome. This is just that type of place. And if you're a father, daughter, if you're a father taking care of your daughter, or if, just a father with daughters or whatever, just sit down together, watch the show, ask questions. I'd love to hear stuff from you. Maybe there's things that we're not thinking about. We'd love to hear from you. So we appreciate you, and we will see you soon.
Bye.
Peace out.